Hello Internet, and welcome back to Animal Well. I've taken a few days off of recording from my last session, and just as a progress update, we're about 10 hours into the game, which should be obvious from the amount of time and episodes that we've put into the game so far. Just as a little bit of an update, here's also the map. It's looking pretty good, looking pretty condensed. There's obviously some holes here and there, but we're really filling it out. As I have been basically every single time I've played this game, I have just been thinking about it every moment I couldn't play it. And I've come up with a few ideas, and I think that's what we're going to focus on today. I know the last couple episodes I was just kind of spent going around and just doing as much as I can. We figured out some really cool things. Of the stuff that's like really notable, we found out that the world kind of loops in on itself. So anything that goes from the left to the right or the top to the bottom works in tandem. So the map is kind of like almost like what a globe would be. If you put the map, the map would work better on a globe surface if it would circle around. Now that could be really interesting. That could be really interesting in the sense of how this is all mapped together. But for the purpose of a 2D map, it works perfectly fine. I have a couple of other theories, but I think we're going to get there as we get there. The first thing I want to do is going to be time sensitive and also require time to get there. So I want to make sure that we can get to there as soon as I can. I'm definitely going to come back to this. I know I was going to maybe experiment with some stuff, but I have stuff that I don't really want to dick around too much. I want to really just kind of get to testing out some things right off the bat. So my first theory, which I think is the biggest thing, is about the noises. I was thinking about the kind of like ominous noise that echoes through the entire game. And I was kind of like, what is that? There's obviously some significance to it. And I was of all things, I was playing a different game. I was playing Inscription. I was just beating up the Casey's mod DLC that came out for that game. Just finishing it up. I kind of just finished it before starting this game. And I realized there's a card in that game that gets added. It's called the Cuckoo card. Duh, just a bird. It's actually a really powerful card in that game. But then I remembered that we have a clock in the bottom of this well. And I think the pieces started to make a little bit of sense for me. So I think the clock at the bottom of the well is a cuckoo clock. And every time we keep hearing that noise, it's the cuckoo clock going off. Now, I don't know what will happen, but my assumption is that when this clock strikes midnight, whatever the cuckoo thing is gonna pop out. I have no clue what to expect there, but I really just want to wait until that happens. It looks like that's not accurate. We said this before. That time isn't an accurate time. Local time right now, it is 11:33 for me. I don't know if I've just been lucky or it hits on the hour every hour. I don't know. But I have a really strong feeling that every time we've heard that noise, it's because the cuckoo clock has gone off. And I'm really almost wondering, should I change the internal clock in the computer? Games like this aren't... Wait. 10 hours, 7 minutes. Oh my god. Okay, here's where I have to promise to the entire audience that I promise you I did not look this up. I have not looked at a guide. I have not looked at anything. But holy cow, I can't believe that. So this clock is tied directly to the in-game time. So the active time that I'm sitting here watching this is the amount of time that this is going to pass. So I have no fucking idea when this clock opens up. But it's tied to something about how long I'm actually spending in the actual game. I'm kind of just stunned. I don't know what... I don't know what to glean from this. So obviously, let's take a look at this clock for real. There's a 5 on the side, one side, and there's a 2 on the other. And we have triple zeros on the bottom that lead to doors. We haven't had any sort of thing where you can go inside a building. Everything has obviously been staying on the horizontal 2D plane. So I almost just wonder if that minute hand hits the 2 there, is that going to do something? Does it activate if just one of the numbers is represented in any way? That doesn't really make a lot of sense, only just because the second hand is obviously ticking and it's hitting, assumedly, all the numbers. And it's not really what it represents either, because if that was the case, then the 2... Really, when the minute hand hits the 2, it's representing 10. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, I feel really good that I understand the clock now. At least I understand what it is. How... I think now, knowing this, when we hear the cuckoo clock go off, I need to immediately check what time in the game it is. So I need to be really careful, and I'm going to turn my volume up for me. I wasn't expecting to get this much closer to that mystery. I'm so tempted to just stay. And obviously it's not just 5-2, right? I hope to God it's not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. So, next thing. I'm just going to move on. I'm going to stay here while I'm looking at this because I think it's important. If it ever becomes relevant, because I don't know what will, the flute is in the key of A, or at least it starts in an A. So the first note is an A. That's an A. And it goes up to another A. That's an octave. So it goes from A to A. So that's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. I don't know if I don't think at this point yet I've seen anything that indicates that we would ever clue to specific notes. But so far we've had different ways of representing the 8 notes on the grid. We've had the numbers and we've had the faces. So I think what might be cool is this game might start employing a system where it interchanges what the notes on the flute represent. And I want to be ready for every combination of those things. So that's that. So that's that theory. So we got a cuckoo clock and we got the flute. This I have no clue. I don't think I have any idea what this is until a little later. I do notice while I was sitting here, I noticed that the clock itself almost looks like the shape of this. The donut ring type thing. It almost looks like it could have a correlation, and because they're next to each other, I'm more inclined to believe that could be true. Oh, and great. And so we're right on the next thing that I was thinking about. So the last big thing that I was thinking about is these birds. We've found out from this interaction that I can obviously use the light, and we had talked about this, that we can use the light to diffuse them a little bit, but I haven't actually tried that. I haven't tried it in practice on any of the rooms where I couldn't hit the floor. So for example, this room I believe has the birds, and I have an unexplored floor of this room. So I'm going to start to try to explore places that have the floor of that I couldn't explore because the bird was too busy tracking me. I'm also going to take out the remote and really go ham. The one thing that I do want to go back to is the beginning of the game. I still really feel like I'm missing stuff there. I don't know why, but it feels like I'm missing stuff. So, oh, what the? What did I just blow up? Wait, what did I just blow up? Oh, there's a hole in the wall there. Okay. That was really, I'm glad I did that. There's a, I think I blew this up here. Oh, I do that every time. Okay, I'm in a fever right now. So if I go down the well, let me just do that again, right? Essentially, I should just come down the well. So if I... What's the best way to do this? Well, actually, let's kill two birds with one stone. I want to check out this area a little bit better with the remote and just in general. I want to check out the opening, and then we can get back to the egg thing and teleport down to the bottom again. Okay, we've gotten that guy. We've been up there now. We finally got up to that side. Great. Oh, kangaroo. I did have a thought about the kangaroo also, that potentially the kangaroo is another one of the rabbits. Or, which sounds like a crazy sentence, but okay, glad we checked that. But yeah, I had a thought that the kangaroo is potentially one of the animals we can transform into a rabbit, is the better way to put that sentence. And because it keeps popping up everywhere and there's really no purpose for it. Like it doesn't serve other than just to be an enemy. And if that's going to be semi-consistent there, I wonder if I can just use it there. I would need a kangaroo code of some sort, obviously. That's what I'd be waiting on. Oh, well, I can just do this. I have to... So, I think one of the things that I've realized is I have to be so much more inventive with using more of my items because I have not been. Okay, that is clearly not working. So there's a chest here. It's funny also because... Again, I've been watching back a few of my recordings. Well, not a few. Like I've been cutting through the show as it goes through, as I've been releasing those episodes, and I hear the cuckoo noise, and that's what made me start thinking about it, because I hear it on almost every episode I've recorded of this series so far. There's been a cuckoo sound. Okay, that's okay. I don't know how I would possibly get to that chest, but oh. How did I not ever notice that? I don't know what that means, but I'm taking a screenshot. Where's my... So yeah, I've been thinking a lot about this game. I'm at the point in like, again, this game has reached the point in like pop culture. I think that people are now like really talking about it, which is dope. Like, I'm excited that people are talking about it, but I've been trying to stay away from everybody's discourse. I've been hearing that there's like you know, there was when the review copies were out, there was like a public Discord and people were using it for, to get all the secrets. And I was like, that's cool. I don't want to hear a thing about any of that because I don't want to know. I want to legitimately, as much as I can, solve this entire game by myself, if possible. And I don't want a guide to ruin, or a guide or a stray article to ruin that for me. Okay, so we have a couple of irons in the fire. We're definitely going to come back to this because we did something and I don't know what it is yet. I want to hit one of those bird areas. So one of those is definitely here, which I can teleport to from the lizard one. And just make a left. I'm starting to really get familiar with these spaces now, and it's making me very excited. Okay, so I can just clear this. Oh, okay. That's one of the ones where I was here. I had done this. But that's okay. I'm glad to have put that on the map, because now that's one less room that is opaque. Now this is an interesting pattern, but I don't... Looking at it now, I don't really see I don't see anything that could be, really. Let's take the, oh, I'm gonna have to go up and around. Come on, lantern. Yeah, I don't, at least based on the information I have now, I don't really have anything that I could use. Right. Ow, that's okay. Get out of here. Okay, now this room, I don't have a floor. Cool. Yeah, I expected it to yeah, sapphire egg. Okay, great. So, yeah, I didn't expect it to be anything crazy, but it's one more egg than we had, which we are now at 47. How do I get out of here? How do I get out of here? Do I just have to bubble it? Where's my bubble? Or do I do something a little more crazy? Oh, no. Okay, I got it. I do want to try that, though. Just in case. Let's use the top. Because the top is still, I feel like, my least understood item at this point in the game. Remote shouldn't work because I don't have a signal. I don't have anything to receive the signal with. This giant chasm obviously has gone relatively unexplored. There's a weird, like, indent here. Which, the stuff that's been obvious has been the stuff that's been, like, there's obviously like a hole in the pixel wall or something, but that's not necessarily stopping the game from going completely like, oh, well, there is a wall there. Yeah, there's some other stuff that just, like... What I want to do, actually, is draw if we found access to the other side. I'm just going to draw a little line. Because we know for sure we've obviously done this. We found our way out that way. This one we did, right? We got in this room. And then we have our equivalent on this side. Just little pixel here. Cool. This looks like this would be something, but I think we said we didn't see anything. I think that might have to get seen from the opposite side. Yeah, nothing there. And then obviously, of course, top and bottom. Well, at least this top and this bottom. Now I really wonder if there's anything on the bottom of this side somewhere that will allow me to drop, because that's the only time that happens is in the big well, was what I'm going to call it, the chasm, which just takes me back to the top. All right, let's explore that hole. I think we got to do it. So let's get up to, what's the fastest way? Why is there no fast travel in this area at all? Am I crazy, or there's really not? There's one there. That's not really close. I guess it's the closest. How do I get from here? Alright, we'll make this kind of our last hurrah of this episode. I feel like we've done pretty well. And then we'll move on. And I will say sayonara for this episode. I just was cutting, I think, the episode that's about to be one of the longer ones of this playthrough, and I just let it run, and I didn't even realize how long it was going. And I say something in the video, obviously, but it was a funny video. It was like, oh, this is very long, but I hope people still enjoy it. Just me floundering around. Which one am I going to? I'm going to... that one, top. I'd really love to... I can't wait to get the lowdown on all the stuff that I missed completely. Oh boy. I like the stuff I just totally... I passed by 8 times and didn't see any time I looked at it. Cool. Yeah, it's down this shaft when we're gonna come down here. Oh, right, of course. Yeah, we blew this up here. And right, because we couldn't see the other side of this wall, but because we were on the screen. Yes! Oh, I couldn't have asked for a better thing. Okay, where is this? Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay, yeah. So we open up the door and we can easily access the up and down here. Right, so of course this dog is gonna allow us to switch this over, which is... I can't believe I didn't try to look for this sooner, but I guess there was no way for me to find it. It was hidden behind an explosive wall. I think we're going to end the episode here, and then when we come back, I'm going to explore what happens when you go up the well. We'll see you in the next one.